guys, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Tonight I'm going to be doing a little bit of like a swatchy and a sneak peek from Manny Mix, the Confections collection that's coming out on Saturday. I hope and I pray that I have this video up and out before Saturday rolls around. I don't have a ton of the colors. I have only 3 of them here. I have more that are going to be on the way, but right now I've got 3. And the Confections collection is absolutely adorable. All of the colors do something cool. They either glow, they either are UV changer, or they do both. This first one that I'm going to be swatching with you guys is called Buttercream. It is the coolest. It's called Buttercream. It's like it's creamy white, but then you expose it to UV and it's like a deep purple. It's really, really cool. And I'm going to open it up and swatch it and put it under my light for you guys to see. I also have Peachy Cobbler that you're gonna see, which glows. And another one that I have is called Sprinkles on Top. It is a topper, as much as I hate that word, but you can use it on your whole nail if you want. You don't have to put it on top of anything. And it is dot glitter. It's circle dot glitter, so it's my favorite, and I had to give this one a try, so that's why I've got this one here. I'm also, this is major. This is major because in this package that I got from Beth at Manny Mix, I got activator, her dropper activator. It should have a nice label on it, but I spilled it and it came off. So mine no longer has a adorable Manny Mix label on it, but it smells really, really good. It smells delicious. It smells like a confection, so it's perfect. These, the liquids, because I also have a top and base coat, which again gotten by the activator spill, activator gate 2020. Again, I'm gonna try to do it and it's not gonna work. Why do I keep trying? Anyways, the label's a little fadey on mine because I spilled my activator. But this is a base and top coat all in one. I haven't tried them yet. Some of the other girls have given them a try and are making waves of new favorite liquids. So I'm going to try it tonight. I'm not going to try it on my swatches because I don't want to waste potentially holy grail liquids on doing swatches. So I'm going to use my crappy old liquids. I'm probably going to use my triple vitamin because it can still do one as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do tonight. And I'm also going to do a quick little shaping tutorial at the end. This has been probably the most requested video. I'm using just like old practice swatch sticks that I have. I have like a glitter that I made, just a test run for a Valentine's Mani I did, and then my first stamping efforts. So I'm gonna do some shaping on these. I'm going to do stiletto. This isn't really long enough to do a true stiletto, but I'm going to show you the technique to do a true stiletto on this short little nail. I am going to do almond on this one because when I had almond nails, I did this design. I am going to do coffin on this, true coffin, and on this guy, this weird little blue glitter that I made myself when I thought I was fancy, I am going to do ballerina. Yes, that's the one I left out. I'm doing ballerina on this guy. There's of course, you know, square, squoval, which is such a stupid word, and then like a mixture of all the other ones, but I think those are the top 4 that people are going after. So I'm going to do that real quick at the end of this video after we do the swatching. So yeah, like this Confections collection that's coming out is, I don't want to say it's her best collection, but I think it's her best collection. It's really, really cool. The colors, her solid colors, are so creamy and they're so flat. And like that sounds bad, but most places when they make a solid color are shimmer colors, and there's nothing wrong with shimmer if you like shimmer. However, I don't love shimmer, and when I see, and when something is called a solid color, I want it to be a solid, flat, matte color. Don't want shimmer, don't want fine glitter, just want the color. And this collection nails it. I'm really excited to use these. I'm really excited to try this top coat because I'm going to do a mani with these Confection colors immediately after I film this little thing for you guys. So yeah, that's the plan for tonight. I know I always say, oh, I don't really have anything else to say, and then I go on like a 40-minute spiel about something. But this time I mean it. I don't actually have anything else to say. Oh my God. I do have something else to say. I'm sorry. I got new lighting. Can you tell? Do I look older? Probably. Do you see my natural highlights, which is just my gray hairs that I need to cover? I've had gray hair since I was 18. I'm very lucky that way. But yeah, I got new lighting. So I don't have my like ring light annoying circle in my glasses, and I don't have like, I feel like I still have some shadow stuff happening over here, but that's because I need to change my whole desk setup. I need to move it further away from a wall, and so that I can get lights on both sides, especially for when I'm doing like tutorial type stuff. The shadows drive me crazy. So that is the only extra thing that I have to add. I'm calling it quits on this intro, and I will see you guys once I have everything flipped, and we're gonna do some swatches with the Mani Mix Confection Collection. Very excited. See you guys soon. Hey guys, okay, I am all set up. I labeled my swatches, and I'm ready to swatch these colors from Mani Mix. When I opened this, and I just opened it a minute ago, the sprinkles on top, it is so adorable. I don't know, there's like a place in my heart for dot glitter, and I don't know why. I love everything about it, and this just is screaming summer. All of these are screaming summer. I'm just going to tell you real quick, because you're going to be looking at this hand doing a lot of work. It is, first of all, I'm wearing the colors from the Dirty Dips sub bag this month that is still on sale for another 5 days once this uploads. So check it out. You can check it out in the description bar. Anyways, so my hands are so dry and like peeling, and that's because I had to soak off. And I get, like I've said before, contact dermatitis from acetone, and that's why I soak as minimally as possible, because my hands are like, it hurts, and it's just so dry and gross, and I hate it. Anyways, moving right along, I'm going to start by swatching Peachy Cobbler, and I'm going to do definitely 2 dips on this, and then I'm going to charge it up so that you guys can see it glowing. I'm hoping you can see it glowing. I'm going to just take pictures and stick them into the video if you can't see it glowing. This color is so pretty for summer. I'm so ready for summer to get here. This whole virus thing, like, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. It's kind of like a neon color, but it's not a neon. Does that make sense? That doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna do buttercream next because I don't want to do my sprinkle on the top. My glitter, chunky glitter in the middle of doing 2 solids. So I'm gonna leave that one for the very end. Anyways, yeah, this virus is really starting. Like, at the beginning I was like, oh, you know, media screws around all the time and makes everything seem so much worse than it is. I actually had a trip booked to Mexico when the swine flu was making headlines. I want to say like 2015, 14, 15. This is it's super creamy. Like it's not quite white, but it's like, I don't know. It's just like a creamy buttercream color. It's really pretty. Anyways, yeah, so the swine flu was like making headlines and everybody was freaking out, and they had the vaccination or the vaccine for that you know, pretty quick. So my husband and I, who was just my fiance at the time, we went and got it, and you know, they ended up canceling our trip to Mexico on us, and I was so pissed because I waited for so long to find like the right price at the right resort, blah blah blah, and I did, and we got it booked, and then they changed it and they sent us to the Dominican. There's nothing wrong with the Dominican. I love the Dominican. However, I've been there like 8 times. So anyways, I was expecting it to kind of fizzle out and be like swine flu, where, you know, it doesn't really turn into anything this epic, and now it's like it's a global pandemic, and I'm kind of shitting myself over it a little bit. I'm not an alarmist. Like I'm not rushing out. I have a fuzz in there. I'm not rushing out and like buying up all kinds of supplies. It's just, I mean, it's scary, right? Like not just the health implications. And I know a lot of people, my sister is immunocompromised. She has Crohn's disease. So she's on a drug called Remicade, and it basically just shuts down your immune system, because Crohn's is your immune system attacking your intestines. Wow, that is really, really pretty. I love this color. She nailed it. Yeah, so my sister is immunocompromised. My mom has congestive heart failure, and she is close to 70. So yeah, I mean, it's scary for people in my family. I'm very happy it doesn't seem to be messing with the kids too much, but who knows when it's going to mutate and all that stuff. So I mean, yeah, it's scary. I don't like it. I wish it would stop. I wish it would go away. I wish people would stay in their flipping houses if they feel sick. And yeah, you know, I also wish everybody would stop buying up all the toilet paper, because first of all, it doesn't make any sense. And also, we all need toilet paper. Cut it out. I went and stocked up on wine because I need that more than toilet paper. I can come up with a solution if I run out of toilet paper at home. I cannot come up with a solution if I run out of wine. Buttercream is freaking gorgeous. Miss the side there. Yeah, I'll let that go. I'm going to close these up so that I don't get these chunky glitters from sprinkles on top inside. So I don't know, let me know in the comments if you guys are as, and like I say as freaked out. I'm not freaking out because I'm worried about my health. I'm not overly worried about my kids' health unless this virus mutates, like I said. But I'm worried about the people who are immunocompromised. I'm worried about the kids that are immunocompromised, because who knows how it's going to affect them. I'm worried about the economic impact that it's going to have. We own a small business, and you know, shutting down for 2 or 3 weeks is basically death for a small business. And so it's scary. It scares me. It scares me because of those reasons, not for, you know, my own health. But yeah, no, I mean, a global pandemic. There's never been one in my lifetime. There hasn't been one since the flu of 1918, and it is friggin' scary. Okay, here we go. I'm so excited for this. I love dot glitter so much. Oh my god, this is adorable. It's adorable. Look, oh, it's fresh. I love this. I love this. Okay guys, my battery in my camera's about to die. I'm gonna pause it here, switch my battery, and I'll be back for a second coat on this and for charging it up and changing it and blah, 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 blah. Be back in a sec. All right guys, I'm back. A fresh battery. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I don't like it. I wish it would go away. I'm hoping everybody just stays in their house for the next 3 weeks and this all blows over and we can go back to business as usual. I feel like that's not gonna be the case, but please God. I feel like Justin Trudeau, our Prime Minister here in Canada, who is pretty easy on the eyes. I think he's having a good response. I feel like he's taking it seriously, as we should. And The cases in Canada are not as numerous as the cases in the States, but I feel like Donald Trump spent quite a bit of time in his bedroom playing with his Etch-a-Sketch, like I'm sure he is instructed to do by the people who actually know what they're doing, before acting. And I mean, it's unfortunate for everybody, but I really hope that everybody in the States can hunker down and get through the worst of this with, you know, as much self-isolation as possible. Even if you're not sick, just stay the heck away from everybody. And you can't get sick if you don't see anybody, ideally. Anyways, this is just me rambling because I'm very frightened of what's happening in the world right now. It is a scary, scary place. Alright. I am going to activate this chunky glitter before I brush it off because I like to make sure everything's good and stuck. This is just my own drop activator. A lot of people ask me where I get these. It's just, first of all, you don't need to buy your own dropper for your activator. You can just buy the one from Manny Nix when it comes out. But I buy my little dropper bottles on Amazon. It is called a needle bottle. And yeah, a needle bottle. And you can get them. I think mine's 5. That's more than 5 mil. I don't know. Maybe it's 20 mil. Anyway, it's super handy. I like them. And now I am going to use this. Okay, this is my triple vitamin base coat. Can I just show you? I have used this for maybe 3 manis and for about 8 swatches. Probably 8 swatches. And I just want to show you the state of this brush. What in the actual hell? What is that? It's like cracked on the edge, so the bristles are escaping. This has fallen out entirely of the ferrule a couple times. I have had to cram it back in with my fingers, so I got glued to it. But yeah, so the stupid thing cracked. The bristles are escaping. This is matte. It looks like a Liberty mohawk right now. It's a Liberty hawk. If you don't know what that is, I envy you. Anyway, so I'm just gonna, I mean, because this can't get any more ruined if my activator's not dry. There's just no, it doesn't get any worse than what it is. So I'm just gonna cram it back in there, dip this in clear, activate again, and call it a day on sprinkles on top. This is flippin' adorable. This is adorable. I mean, and I'm gonna show you with white underneath. This is, it's too much to take. I can't take it. It's so cute. This is so cute. I'm gonna put this on top of both of these other colors. This is so stinking cute. And it's not even chunky. Look at that. I haven't done anything except for dipped it, activated, and put it in clear. And it's not chunky. There's no chunks. No chunks. Very impressive. Very impressive. All right, I am going to do a quick activator on these other 2 guys, and I'm going to top coat them. I'm not going to make you watch that, so I'm going to pause again, and I'll be back once these are top coated and ready to go under the light to show you what they do. All right, be back in a minute. Hey guys, okay, so I'm back. I have everything top coated. I'm gonna give you a quick look at them before I stick these 2 guys under my UV light. They speak for themselves. Like, I don't have to say anything. They're gorgeous. I'm so excited to get the rest of this collection. Yeah, I mean, this peachy cobbler is, it's pretty much like the perfect summer nail color. If I were so inclined to dip my toes, which I'm not one of those, this is the color I would use, and I would use it over and over again until the summer was over or until my dip was gone. But I'm not going to do that, so don't worry about it. Anyways, sprinkles on top is, it's super, super cute. Like, I can see just a full accent nail of that, or you can put it on top of something, but don't call it a topper. All right, so I'm going to turn on my UV light. I'm going to show you buttercream first, because you're going to be able to see that on camera no matter what. I don't know if you'll be able to see the glow of this with this brand new fancy ass lighting that I have, because it is so damn bright. All right, I'm sticking this under the light. And it, okay, well, it only takes a second, so I'll just show it to you now. This is buttercream. Now, yeah, for real. What in the world? Like, it's just so cool. It's already fading. Now back to buttercream, and I'm just gonna stick it under the light again for a second. And it's already back to dark purple. This is like a crazy UV. It's very, very sensitive. It only takes a second. All right. And it also now is a perfect color match for sprinkles on top. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna stick this one under the light. It's glow in the dark. I'm gonna see, you probably won't be able to see the glow, but I'm gonna try. And if it doesn't work, like I said, I will insert a picture right about here, right on my hand. I kind of now hope that I have to insert a picture, because if I don't, my hand resting here is gonna look really stupid. Oh, thank God, I will have to insert a picture. Yeah, you can't see it glowing, but I'm gonna take a picture of it glowing and put it right there. All right, I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna kind of clean this up because I have clear dip and stuff like that out from when I topped sprinkles on top. And I'm gonna get the shaping portion of this tutorial ready to go. All right, I'll talk to you guys in a sec. Okay guys, I'm back for the shaping little portion. Okay, so for shaping, especially if your nails are already dipped, I like to have a pretty coarse file. So this is 100 grit. It's really coarse. If your nails are dipped already, then 100 grit is fine for doing the initial shape. And then I also like to have a 180 laying around to do like the finishing touches, so it's not jagged on the edge. If your nips aren't dipped, if your nails, I don't know what you're doing with your spare time, but if your nails aren't dipped, don't use 100 grit, because your nails will just fly off in no time. Just use 180 or even like a small emery board for shaping. Anyways, okay, moving right along. What am I doing with this? I am going to do stiletto. Right, okay. So for stiletto, I'll show you on my finger. I don't have stiletto nails. For stiletto, you want to go right against the edge. You don't want to be underneath your nail at all when you're shaping. You want to be right on the edge from the side, So to shape a stiletto nail, and this nail is barely long enough to even be a stiletto, but I'm going to show you anyways. You have to take and file those corners right off. Like, this is a massive pain if your nails are dipped and there's no previous shaping done at all to do stiletto. And you have to keep it going, like, you don't want the edge to be really severe right from the get-go, unless you have really short nails and you want to do super pointy claws. But in all honesty, those aren't stiletto nails. Those are just short claws, I guess. Yeah, like, it's hard to get a stiletto out of something that's this length. And I'm doing my best for you guys. It's kind of nice that I have like a guideline from this screwed up stamp. So I'm not going in, I'm not going under, I am going straight along. And you know what? I don't even have to do one for coffin nails, because it's the same idea for a coffin. You have to go from the side of the nail. You can't go underneath. You have to be from the side, and you have to keep it totally straight. I can do the other side now. This feels better to me, because this is how I shape my nails too. I do my nails like I'm doing somebody else's nails all the time, and I feel like that's weird. I feel like not many people do that. But it makes it easier for me. I don't know why. Which is odd, because then when I go and do somebody else's nails, it's harder for me than doing my own. This won't take as much effort if you're not doing it on a Swatch stick. Going through a lot of plastic here. Oh my God, I need a drink. This is so much work. back to it. There's a ton of built-up plastic under here. My card was full. I just had to delete an old video. Anyways, so there you have it. That is quasi-stiletto nail. Like I said, it's not perfect because this nail isn't really long enough to do a stiletto, but if you're just looking to do a pointed nail, there you have it. And I'm gonna save myself the trouble of filing through another swatch stick and however many layers of dip I have on it because I don't remember. Do the same thing. Don't make it as pointy, but if you do make it as pointy and you want a coffin nail, a true coffin where it's totally straight on the sides, there, you have a coffin nail. You just need to flatten the top. That's it. I don't like it quite as pointy as that because I have coffin nails right now. I don't make it as pointy. This is just my plain polygel. I'm getting ready to put my new Mani Mix on. Anyways, I don't have it quite as pointy at the top on my coffins. You can do whatever you want though. There, that's coffin nail. There you go. There you go. All right, okay, moving along. What are we doing next? We're gonna do almond next. God, this is gonna be tiring. Okay. So, for an almond nail, it is actually helpful to map it out. I'm gonna map it out with, what am I gonna use? I'm gonna use a little bit of stamping polish because I don't have a Sharpie or anything down here right now. Do I? No, I don't. Okay, so you wanna find the center of your nail. It's easy on a swatch stick because you can see, I mean, and it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. I eyeball it every time. I don't get out like measuring tapes and stuff. Anyways, so I'm gonna assume here, there's the center of this nail. And what you need to do then, after this dries, doesn't even matter if it's dry, is round your edges. You know what? Please hold. I can't handle this. It's too much filing. It would never take this much effort to file a fingernail. So I'm taking the edges off, taking the square edges off. That's all I'm taking off. Okay. So now you want to kind of do the same thing, but you do want to go a little bit underneath the nail when you're doing almond because you want it to be rounder, obviously, towards that center point, but you want to do like a rounding motion towards that center point. And then I'm going to go again from underneath a little bit, bring it up. And so far, I'm happy with that side. I'm going to make this side match and see how it looks. There's no perfect way to shape each fingernail. Like when people ask me to make a shaping video, I can make a shaping video on how to shape my nails the way they grow. It is a little bit of trial and error with the natural curves of your nail and how they grow. Like I have a couple fingernails that grow flat on one side, so I have to make adjustments for that so that they're all even and that they match each other. But let's say you have the perfect fingernails and they look like a swatch stick when they grow out. This is how I would do it. And again, more rounding towards that center point. From under a little bit. All right. And I'm happy with that as an almond shaped nail. And you know what? I shouldn't have used anything that had dots on it because it makes it look uneven while I'm looking at it on my monitor here. But yeah, so you find your center point and round it out towards that center point from each side. Going underneath a little bit. I'm not, don't go crazy going underneath because then you're just gonna thin the nail out. But it helps to get a smoother transition towards that center point if you do take a little bit of the underneath off. So yeah, I am happy with that as almond. Okay. And now, the last one I'm going to show you is ballerina, which is really, really similar to the shaping of a stiletto and a coffin nail, but you're going to sort of incorporate both techniques. You're going to go from the side, you're going to like flatten this top edge, your free edge, and also kind of curve it towards that flat spot. So I'm going to, again, I'm only going to take off the tiniest bit of these corners because there's just so much going on here and I don't want to wear my file out. So I'm not taking a lot off. A lot of people's nails kind of grow that way naturally. So I'm going to round it a little bit, but I'm also going to take it from the side. Ballerina is kind of tricky. Like you have to do it a couple times to get used to it. Like I'm flattening it, but I'm also making sure it stays a little bit rounded because it's sort of a combination of both. It's a little bit flat, it's a little bit round. It's going in this direction, but it's going in this direction this way. And I think ballerina is really, really pretty. I'm just, quite honestly, not able to make all my nails match perfectly enough to do it. It's easier for me to do coffin on my nails because I can just do straight lines straight across. Yeah, ballerina, for whatever reason, is the trickiest for me. That's as good as it gets from me, folks. I'm finding, like, if I tried to do a little bit more coffin towards the end of your free edge and a little more almond on this portion of the nail, we're getting a little bit closer to good ballerina. So flatter, and then round out towards that. There you have it. That is my version of the ballerina. Like I said, it is kind of trial and error with all your nails, but if you remember and you always at least start going flush to the side of the nail, you're not going to make as many mistakes as if you start from underneath. I see a lot of people doing this kind of thing to try to shape nails, and then it thins it out, it takes too much away, and then you're left with nothing to correct. If you're only doing the shape from the side, you can really keep a better eye on what the result is going to be as you're doing it. But yeah, there's a lot of this happening underneath, and typically doesn't work out very well. So coffin and stiletto, very, very similar, totally straight from the side the whole time until you either get to a point or you get to the thickness or the width of that tip that you want on a coffin nail. And almond is find your center point, whether you mark it off with something or not, is up to you entirely. I don't mark it with anything when I'm doing it for myself because I just keep messing with it until I get it where I want it. But yeah, you can mark it with a pencil, you can mark it with anything, and it will typically wipe off, especially if your nails are already dipped and activated. And then just round it out, always in a rounding motion towards that center point on each side. So I hope somebody finds that helpful. If there's any other questions you have about shaping, if there's anything you're unsure of, because I'm not great at explaining shaping, let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys on the next video. I also have some YouTube news that's going to be coming up in the next little bit. I'm going to post it over on my Instagram, so check it out over there. I will post also a link to my Instagram in the description bar. I'll post a link to Manimix and everything else that you need to know about that. Yeah, I'm super excited for this Confections collection. I'm getting every other color. Very, very fortunate that Beth sent me these ones to test out, and I'm really, really jazzed because I'm about to do a manicure with them, and I'll have that hopefully at the end of this video. Oh, we're done. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.